This week on the Computer Chronicles, our annual Consumers Buying Guide show. The best new computer products and technology gadgets of the year. One full motion video on your PC for $99. We'll show you the new QuickCam. Want the ultimate new handheld organizer? Check out the OmniGo from Hewlett-Packard. Are you a Jacques Cousteau fan? Now you can be the captain of your own underwater explorer with a new CD-ROM simulation called Cousteau's World. Plus, the newest version of Video Director. It lets you edit home videos on your PC. Much, much more, including Giles Online and this week's computer news, all coming up next on this special edition of the Computer Chronicles.
Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by Hewlett-Packard Personal Computers, developing PCs for business. Additional funding from the Software Publishers Association, providers of educational materials to help manage software. Don't copy that floppy.
Hi, and welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stuart Chaffee. We've brought in some old redecorated furniture here, as you can see, to help celebrate this 12th annual Consumers Buying Guide show. And we have lots of special guests from the computer world joining us today with the absolute best new computer products of the year. And getting their first shot at the favorite goodies of the year are Tim Baharin of Creative Strategies, Chris Gorman, who's editor for AOL's First Look column, and from Macworld Magazine, Suzanne Courteau. Okay, guys, we're going to start with you, and what are you going to show us, Chris?
Very cool product. Cousteau's World from Interactive and Jean-Michel Cousteau's production, the elder son of Jacques Cousteau.
Son?
Right. First in the series, this one having to deal with the coral reef, cities under the sea. In it, we have a choice of 7 different labs to go to. This is the Adaptations Lab. And in each lab, there are a variety of different things for the user to explore. Here we have the uses of color, camouflage, coral reefs during the day and night, and fish adaptations. And there's always an introduction by Jean-Michel himself, who introduces the whole concept of what you're going to be seeing.
Can we hear some of that, Chris?
Welcome to the Adaptation Lab. Here, as everywhere on Earth, everything is constantly adapting.
It sounds exactly like his father. There's about 40 minutes of video in this particular product. There's about an hour's worth of narrated slideshows. Very cool product where you get the same type of PBS quality that you see in all the programs, but you have it in an interactive avenue.
Cousteau documentary series.
Right.
And you can explore the different oceans and bodies of water.
Different oceans, different kind of sea lives.
And look for fish
effects.
and reefs and all that kind of stuff.
Very cool product, $39.95 from Interactive.
Wow, sounds great. Okay, you're up, Suzanne. What are you going to show us?
Well, a new HTML program for making web pages.
Okay, so this is if you want to create your own personal web page?
Your own personal web page, but do not want to deal with HTML,
right.
which a lot of people don't like because it's code heavy. This is called Adobe PageMill. It's about $99. The 2 great things about it: 1, no codes; 2, you see immediate results. So just like in any Mac program, if I highlight text, I can go right up to the menu bar and make changes and see the results.
So you're protected from all the HTML program code stuff, and you just say, here's what I want it to look like, and it generates the code underneath for you.
That's right.
HTML for dummies.
You know, this is really cool, though, when you think about it. I mean, right now, the guys that have been doing web pages have been commercial ventures or corporations, right? And yet, all of us would like to have the ability to do something similar. And with AOL now actually letting you have your own web page coming down the line,
that's right.
This is a great tool to make it very simple. It's drag and drop.
So everyone will have their web page.
They could.
Their own web page soon. Okay, so show me, how do you do graphics on this then, Suzanne?
Easy. Push that button.
Push a button.
Pick the file. Pops it right in. That's it.
So you don't. It's a really no-brain type situation, huh? Okay, and how about hot links? Can you do that?
You sure can. I don't know how.
But it says on the box you can do it.
I've been told that you can do that, and it's very easy.
Is this a Mac-only product?
Currently, yeah. Adobe has plans to come out with a Windows version, January?
Okay, so it's called PageMill.
PageMill from Adobe.
From Adobe. And we'd say $99.
99.
Wow. Tim, you're on. What do you got?
Yeah, Stuart, we're going to talk about and show you here a product called QuickCam from Connectix Corporation. And this is a little camera.
Chris is holding the camera.
Right, and what we can do is we can go in and actually take a movie. We'll record what we're doing. So, hi, folks.
So let's get a little action going here. So that's real time. That's your viewfinder.
Right, then we can go back and actually play the movie just as we recorded it.
Hi, folks.
So let's get a little action going here.
That's right.
Oh, that's cool.
But what's interesting about this little camera here is inexpensive, like 129 list, 99 retail. And then you marry it with this, which is the Connectix video phone software that allows you to run over ISDN or a LAN, and you have like $169, $179 system to let you have a video phone. And interestingly, it actually even works over standard twisted pair, regular telephone lines. It's just the recording rate or the actual compression rates are a little bit low. But if you had a version of this and I had a version of this, you and I could actually do video phones now.
So we could do picture phone, video phone type stuff just off our PCs or Mac.
Right.
Just using this stuff for $250 or something.
It's really nice, yeah. And the potential exists because you're actually taking pictures. That happened to be a movie, but we could actually do snapshots and just drop that into a Christmas card or a, any type of greeting card we want in the future as well. It's a really neat little product and has a lot of potential.
So for about $100, you get the camera, you get the software, and then it plugs into what? The parallel port.
Parallel and the keyboard, because you're getting the power from the keyboard.
Power off the keyboard goes inside through the parallel port.
Right.
And then the other thing is, you can take these little videos and dump them into any document,
That's
right?
right.
It's just a regular video file or graphic file.
Yeah, an extremely low-cost way of doing that.
Wow. Okay. So it's QuickCam from Connectix,
right,
and it's about $100 or something.
About $100 for the camera, about $59, $69 for the software, and available on the store shelves now.
Yeah, I play with that thing. It's really great. I think for $99 or
Really
whatever it is. I mean, it's the most fun per dollar on my PC I think I've ever had. It's really cool. Okay, we got some other things to play with. And Chris, what else are you going to tell us about?
Popular Mechanics Car Guide for 1996. Over 7,500 different models for anybody interested.
Is that to fix cars or buy cars?
It's to buy, to lease.
How to buy a car.
Exactly. Tips on how to deal with your dealer, how to check over a used car yourself.
Is it multimedia? Is there video stuff in there?
Video stuff. You can customize your car if you want to and check out different colors. About $30 in the stores now.
Wow.
Terrific little tool.
Are you using it? You shopping for it?
I'm shopping for a car and I'm using it right now.
All right, I have to get a copy of that. Me too. All right, zip drive. Suzanne, tell us about it.
That's right. If you have a friend who has a stack of floppy disks sitting on their desk,
like me,
this is a great gift because with this little tiny cool purple drive, you get a floppy disk sized media that holds 100 megabytes.
Wow.
Yeah, formatted about 94.
Now the cost on that, I believe, is inexpensive too. That's like $200 for the drive, and then each disc is what, $20, right?
Yeah, and that's list, so you can find it cheaper than that.
Yeah, and what makes that interesting is it actually changes the way you might look at hard drives. Right now you have a fixed hard drive, and all of a sudden now I've got 100 megabyte cartridges where I can put images and pictures and special files that don't even have to be in the hard drive, as well as great for backup.
Yeah. So you can just carry this thing around. Does this require AC, Suzanne? Or can you battery run that?
And no, this comes with an adapter.
Okay, so it's a zip drive. It's how much money?
$200.
Wow, okay. Very cool. What do you got, Tim?
Yeah, Stuart, this is the new OmniGo from Hewlett-Packard. Now, this is their newest handheld device. Interestingly, this is not like the HP LX 200, which is actually a PC companion. Rather, this is more like in the Wizard or the Daytimer type class.
So it's an organizer type
That's
thing.
right. But it's a little bit different in that it actually has a pen, and it allows me to actually put this in a fold around the back mode.
And you can write?
So I can write, I can go in and pick up information, I can actually turn it from landscape to portrait anytime I want, and then I can go in and it's got graffiti on it so I can actually write.
So it does have recognition in there.
Good recognition from a company called Palm with this little graffiti. And it's a nice little product. It's $3.99, although I guess discounted you're going to be able to find it for probably under $350.
So it's like a little Newton with a keyboard.
With a keyboard.
Built in.
Right.
And it comes with like all the normal organizer functions built into it?
Address books, note, everything.
Wow.
Nice little product, just on the markets.
OmniGo.
OmniGo from HP.
All right. Well, thank you all very much. Lots of new toys. We're going to see you back a little bit later.
All right.
All right, now my pick for one of the best new computer goodies of the year is a coffee shop. It's one of the best in the growing new trend of cyber cafes. This one is called Cybersmith, and it's in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
At Cybersmith, they serve up a mixed menu of lattes and internet access all under one high-tech roof. Here, newbies as well as wireheads can intermingle as they hop on the internet or sample the latest software.
The underlying concept is that there are a lot of new advances in technology that the general public is aware of but doesn't fully understand. And that would include the internet, to an extent online services, virtual reality, CD-ROM, and this is a place where they can come and see it and do it.
This Harvard Square wired eatery is decorated with fiber optic cable, CD-ROM lights, and cozy wraparound booths. In order to access any of the 53 computers, you'll need a cyber card, which costs $1 for a 6-month membership. Besides surfing the net, you can also try out the latest CD-ROMs, morph your image and print it on a t-shirt, and explore the world of virtual reality. All the software as well as a wealth of books are available for purchase. And of course, there's the food, espresso, sandwiches, and desserts, all ordered online. Marshall Smith stresses that Cybersmith is not just for computer whiz kids. The cafe provides a comfortable electronic environment for novices as well. Knowledgeable staff members called Technosmiths are eager to help beginners of any age.
We're selling understanding. We're selling the use of it. We're selling basically time. That's our primary product. With, we call them Technosmiths, who are in the store, who will help you do whatever it is that you're trying to do. Our slogan down there is, I hear and I forget, I see and I remember, and I do and I understand. And that's what the store's all about.
For Computer Chronicles, I'm Giles Bateman.
Have we found something that turns you on yet? If not, we get another shot. Here to show us their picks for the best new computer products of the year are Christine Gretsch of Electronic Entertainment Magazine, Beth Cataldo with Computer Life Magazine, and Paul Schindler, Windows Magazine. And I guess, Beth, we're going to start with you. What neat new toy do you have to show us?
Well, if you know anyone with a camcorder and a VCR,
everyone?
It takes, yeah, pretty much everyone, takes a lot of movies. This is a great product called Video Director. All you need is, like I said, a camcorder and your VCR, and this cable and the software. Once you load it, you play your videos, and you define clips that you're going to compile into your final movie.
So there are your video clips running over there off the VCR.
Right. So I want the shot of this man over here. I'm going to hit Start of Clip on the software, and Video Director has recorded the beginning of the clip. When I'm done watching him, I hit End of Clip.
So you're marking your in and your out.
You got it. And then I'll pause the movie for
the real stuff.
Exactly.
Yes,
it's just like professional software, but it's cheap.
Yeah.
$49.95.
$49.95. So just software. And the cables or just the software?
Well, no, the cable also.
That's so all you need is a camcorder, a VCR, and a PC.
Right.
And the software for it. Exactly. And so you can edit stuff. But you need a VHS, VCR, and your original camera, so you got something to go up and back.
So you have to have someone who's really interested in doing videos in the first place.
Yeah.
But basically what you can do...
For 49 bucks, you can play.
How interested do you have to be? How interested do you have to be? Right. Well,
so how do you actually edit? You showed me how you select the cuts.
Okay, so you select the cuts, and then all you have to do is say Save Clip. Dialog box prompts you, I'm going to say Plant 3, because this is some video of a plant show.
So you can put a little name on each clip?
Right.
Not just any plant show.
Not just any plant show, right. And then you can continue on marking your takes and saving your clips. Then once you're done with that, all you have to do is drag and drop these clips in a particular order that you want them to run. So say I want plant show 2, and then I want to run plant 3 in between those two.
And press go and walk out and come back?
You press go, and your VCR will be ready to go.
So basically, with all the hardware most people currently have, with this you can do your own editing.
Exactly.
Now, can you do different kinds of effects between, or is it just just cuts?
That's why it's inexpensive, right? It's just butt cuts.
Right.
But it's great to take out out-of-focus shots. You know, there's a lot of people that just keep their videos on the shelf because who wants to show them to anyone? You know, you've got that bad...
Who wants to watch all those 4 hours worth of junk? You know,
Exactly.
Okay, so it's called Video Director Home.
That's right.
And it's from Gold Disc?
That's right.
All right, that's great.
Okay.
Paul, you're on. What are you going to show us?
Well, I'm going to show you a great game. Now, you know, Stuart, although not a lot of people do, that I was on Jeopardy, and I am a...
So you know from great games.
I know from great games, and this is one of the most entertaining computer games I've ever seen. It's from Berkeley Systems. It's $50. It's called You Don't Know Jack. Now, it's set up as if you're on a television game show, choice of 1, 2, or 3 players. We've had it be 1 player. It's got music, it's got special effects, and it's got the weirdest questions and categories you've ever seen. Okay. I'm going to start it up here and play a question or two.
me with the category.
All right, I'm going to go for the category, the periodic table and the House of Hanover. Every question has one of these animated openings with the chorus
And the House of Hanover.
of value.
A right answer will get you
Now, if there were
2
multiple
G's for this
players, they could
question.
buzz in
Okay.
for the question.
Put your fingers on your buzzers. Here's the
Just
question.
me, number B.
King George III and other rulers were really made of noble stuff. Which gas might they pass? Fluorine.
Neon is a noble gas.
All right.
Hey, I know my chemistry.
Look at that.
Do we have time for one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, these questions are so odd, but the music and the guys' chatter every time you play the game
this is
different.
multimedia Trivial Pursuit.
It is,
right?
and it's cartoons and fancy weddings, and there are hundreds of categories, hundreds of questions. It's never seen a game like this. It runs on the Macintosh where I'm demonstrating. It also runs under Windows 95. You can run it under Windows 3.1 if you have Win32s installed, but it's so fancy, it takes a pretty powerful machine to play it well. 4666, I'd
Now,
say.
I
on
mean,
the
why
PC
is that? I mean,
side.
it's just words and audio.
Yeah.
What's the big deal?
It's clever, it's funny, it's well written.
And that takes processing power.
And that takes processing power. Now, I didn't get a chance to read which of these would be incorrect. I don't know. I just lost it because I didn't actually have time to read the question.
So, I mean, this is parlor game stuff. A bunch of people sit around and the computer sort of runs the game.
And the computer
for you.
runs the game. But it's, you know, it's not like the other computerized game shows I've seen because it's not simple questions and answers. It's not like the home version of Jeopardy. It's exciting, it's interesting, it's funny, it's clever, it's got attitude.
I think you like it.
I think
you like it. Christine, your turn. What are you going to show
I have
us?
a different kind of game. It's called Panic in the Park. And this is an adventure game. Much like Myst, it's a first-person perspective. In this case, you're wandering around an amusement park. And the big selling point here, it stars Erica Eleniak, who was with Baywatch, or you may remember her from the Beverly Hillbillies movie, or you may not. Basically, what you're doing, you're wandering around the park, and you're going to interact with these video characters. The game ships on 3 CD-ROMs because it contains all of the video. So I explore the park. But what makes this a little bit different and kind of fun for families is that there's also traditional amusement park games in here, something like skee ball or whatnot. And
so you can just play the normal
so you can do the
games.
adventure game, or you can go ahead and just play these little quick.
What's the object of the game when you're exploring the park? Are you trying to?
You're trying to solve a mystery. We have evil twins. There's an evil twin and a good twin, and the park is up for closure, and you're trying to save the park.
Okay.
So you're looking for the lost deed here. And what I'm doing right now is I'm going to the, whoops, I didn't want that. I'm trying to call up one of the games so I can show you just the traditional, here we go down here, the amusement park games that you
Okay,
can
now
go
do you
ahead.
have to do these games to win the big game, or do you just stop and have fun and take a break from solving the puzzle?
You do this as part of solving the whole
So you have to
story.
play these arcade games to get ahead of
But
them.
you can also go ahead and just do them for amusement.
Can you win this without clues and tips?
No, you have
Can
to
a
go
normal
back.
human being play this game?
Yeah, actually you can, and that's been sort of a complaint of gamers is that it isn't as hard as something else, but it's great for families. And here we're bringing up. You'll recognize this is like skee ball.
Oh yeah, sure.
See,
Okay.
It takes a little practice to get used to the
You're on
math.
the edge there.
Yeah.
I know it's hard.
So that's basically it.
Okay, so real quick, let's run around. I know you each have a couple more things you want to tell us about. Beth, you go next.
This is the Blockbuster Movie and Videos CD, which has 21,000 videos. You can go through, get some ideas of what
Decide
to go.
what movie you want to rent.
Exactly. So you don't have to spend hours in the video store. And it's going to have monthly updates, $3, so you can keep it current.
Online, or you got to buy it?
Online, yeah.
Okay.
Online.
And what's the other one?
The other one is the Cranberries' new audio CD has these interactive liner notes. So you can go in, put it on your PC, and actually play.
So half audio CD, half CD-ROM.
CD-ROM,
Oh,
right.
that's cool.
And you can go into their like photo albums and find out about the history of the band. Yeah, this is where CDs will be going, I think.
Paul Schindler.
Well, I got two quick things to show you. First of all, the PC Cam. Now, this is a color camera, $500.
Okay, you brought out
It's
this
from
box,
Sony.
but you're talking about this. So, well, I got confused here.
All right.
This is what you're telling me.
This is what I'm telling you about. PC Cam. This is a color camera. There's a microphone inside of it. It's from Sony. On the back, you have video outlets and SVHS outlet that can go into any computer or
So this
video
is like
board.
the quick cam we saw from Tim in the first segment, but this is color.
But it's color, and it's a Sony. No,
Yeah,
it's a nice device and very small, a very high video quality.
And how much?
$500.
Okay.
And this is
Now
from Creative
3D
Labs,
Blaster.
3D Blaster, $350. The board of the future for 3D game playing. They're trying to establish a new standard for enhanced graphics in the PC world, and their Creative Labs, they invented the Sound Blaster. I think they have a realistic chance.
But this is graphics video,
this
not
is graphics
sound.
video, not sound.
3D
They're
Blaster.
moving out.
Got it.
3D Blaster.
Christine, quickly.
Okay, we have a passion for art, and this is a virtual art gallery. You can walk around, take a look at a collection that you know the public hasn't been able to see. And that's about $40. And then we have Zoop, which is often being compared to Tetris. It's just a quick, really addictive Twitch game.
Okay. If I asked Giles Bateman for his best new computer product of the year, he would no doubt say something having to do with the internet. So let's pop over to Giles' Hangout for his recommendations on our Consumer Buying Guide show.
Thanks, Stuart. There's one application I wouldn't be on the internet without, and that's Claris Emailer. It allows me to input information about all my different email accounts, and then it will bring all those messages into one inbox and one outbox for that matter, whether it's an America Online account, a CompuServe account, eWorld, internet, radio mail, you name it. One of my favorite things about Emailer is its address handling. Many of my friends have more than one actual email address, so I can input as many of those as I want. I've got, I think, 176 names in this entire list, and I can choose which address to send to and which address to send from. It will address the message appropriately, send it appropriately, and if I've enclosed any files, it will compress those appropriately. Go to Claris's site, download their free trial version. You won't want to live without it once you've tried it. Now, next, if you are trying to become a webmaster, set up your own website, I definitely recommend Webmaster Macintosh or Webmaster Windows. How to build your own web server without really trying really sums up the entire point. These will teach you how to set up a website from scratch. Now, last but not least, Tim was mentioning this earlier, but the Connectix QuickCam is really cool because if you have it, you can connect and participate in See You See Me conferences that look like this.
Thanks, Giles. Time now for this week's computer news. Here's Laurie with the latest from Random Access.
In the Random Access file this week, the Wall Street Journal reports that Packard Bell is in financial trouble, forced to borrow money from its major supplier, Intel. Analysts say that Packard Bell guessed wrong in pushing 75 megahertz Pentium machines, while its competitors are challenging with 100 megahertz PCs. The good news for consumers is that Packard Bell may be slashing prices just in time for the holiday buying season. Also good news for Macintosh users. Another clone maker has entered the market. Umax of Taiwan has signed an agreement with Apple to produce Mac-compatible computers. Umax will initially sell into the Asian market. IBM is taking the net seriously. Computer Reseller News says that IBM will soon launch a new division dedicated exclusively to Internet software products. IBM has already committed to building a low-cost Internet terminal. DataQuest has lowered its projection for Windows 95 sales this year. The research company says it now estimates that about 16 million copies of the Win95 will be in consumers' hands by the end of the year. The original estimate was 20 million. Lotus has shipped its Windows 95 version of the Smart Suite. The new 96 edition of Smart Suite includes re-architected 32-bit versions of its basic applications, plus new groupware features. Zenith has introduced the Z-Note GT notebook computer with a 12.1-inch color display, the biggest in the industry. The Zenith screen offers 38% more viewing area than the standard 10.4-inch display. Running out of hard drive space, a company called FWB has announced a new 2-gigabyte hard drive. It's pricey. The internal version lists at $989. And if you're getting tired of swapping CD-ROMs, Alps Electric has introduced a 4-disc CD-ROM changer. It's a 4-speed drive that can switch among audio CDs, photo CDs, CDI discs, and standard CD-ROMs. List price is under $500. Finally, a new Gallup poll shows that PCs are the king of the hill now. 52% of Americans say they would prefer a new PC for Christmas rather than a new TV set. Well, that's it for this week's Random Access News. Back to you, Stuart.
That's it for this special Consumer's Buying Guide edition of the Computer Chronicles. I know this all went by very fast. We'll review all the top products of the year for you as we close the show. Remember, we'll be back again next week with more neat stuff from the world of personal computer technology. I'm Stuart Chaffee. Hope to see you here again next time.
Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by Hewlett-Packard Personal Computers, developing PCs for business. Additional funding from the Software Publishers Association, providers of educational materials to help manage software. Don't copy that floppy. Videotape copies of all Computer Chronicle shows are available for $32.50. Please order by show number and topic. And for more detailed information about the series, guests, and products featured, you can also order a subscription to the Chaffee Letter. In each issue, Stuart provides his unique insights and thoughts about the fast-changing world of personal technology. Videotapes and the Chaffee Letter can be ordered by calling 1-800-800-9520 or by writing us at the Computer Chronicles.